Welcome back, everyone. This is game number 5 for the Go For SC2 tournament finals. We're on Xel'Naga Caverns between Liquid HayprO and Mao's Hasu. So we're gonna have a PVZ here today. Those last couple games have been pretty close. We've seen players stick to basic, a basic general formula for most of these games. We've seen HayprO, of course, go for usually a fastic expo around a 14 pool and then a 15 hatchery. And we've seen Hasu go for a very safe build of getting one or two zealots and then a couple sentries and then sticking with like a 4-gate stalker with blink build, using those stalkers to do some harassing with. And so we've seen those blink stalkers be extremely useful in a lot of these games. And so HayprO has been going usually a Ling into Muta build and then eventually getting Ultralisks. So those seem to be his units of choice for this matchup. HayprO flying this Overlord over here. He's probably going to run it over here to check out. Actually, he's just going to leave it right here to see if there's any pylons or any kind of sneaky business going on. A lot of Protoss players do like to build proxy gates behind this high grass over here, and actually right here, behind this high grass, and then run in some zealots, but it doesn't look like Hasu is going to go for any type of rush this game. He's just going to try and play it straight up for the 5th game. So Hasu really trying to deny this expo. Talking about a spike there. Looks like we have lag again. Players leave the game. Very nice of them. There's always the stream. There's always replays. So we've got our queen coming out. And this Overlord moving into position. So let's see. We got our first zealot come out. And then some Chrono boosting of some probes. He's got some more energy. I wonder if he's going to save that for warp gates or if he's just forgetting to use it right now. So you have some Lings. First batch of Lings out, of course, are on probe killing duty. They kill that probe and he lays down his hatchery a little bit later this time. Speed coming out. It looks actually a little faster than it did last time he played. Last time he played on... what map did I just cast? Metalopolis. They did have cross-map spawns. He didn't get this extractor until after the expansion was built, and you can see here he's already going for the speed, so I guess he's going to try and keep the pressure on speedlings this game, a little bit different variation. This map is a little bit smaller than Metalopolis, so taking advantage of those hold control. Oh, he sneaks in a Zergling. Very nice move if you were not paying attention there. He put 2 of his 3 Lings attacking this pylon, and he was just waiting for one of these zealots to come off hold move, and he just snuck that one little Ling in there. That was so close. Now pulling 4 workers off to kill that Zergling. He's losing a lot of mining time for that, so that Zergling pays for itself already. And there's that sentry out. And he's got a lot of Chrono boosting energy. He really needs to be spending. He's got 75, he can cast 3. And Hasu giving the ... and then... yeah, it must have been lag. Hasu's really complaining about lag recently. So we'll see if the observers respawn. There's still a lot of observers left. They need to be leaving. If the player's playing asks you to leave and you're an observer, leave. Because all you're going to do is make the game you're watching terrible. That lag right there may have actually cost that zealot, that Ling to actually sneak in there. So we're seeing a transition here. This is a basic play he did whenever he was on Metalopolis, getting the 4 gateway and building a forge and a pylon. Going to put down a cannon and then fast expand, getting not necessarily fast, but getting an expansion. And we see these few sentries and zealots just to deal with any massive amount of Lings that may be coming out. All he has to do is fall back up here, throw down some force fields, and he'll be completely safe against any early Ling or roach aggression. So as soon as he gets a couple stalkers in his army, we'll probably see him feel more comfortable, lay down that expansion. So our Zerg player up here is spreading those creep tumors out very good. Working on his gas. Let's see how soon he gets these gas. He has not yet teched, so I think he actually forgot this gas a little late. He's definitely low in the gas department, a little high in the minerals department. He could be setting up for a 3rd right now. We have some Lings just poking in here at the base. He does not see an expansion yet. And we're going to soon be on five work dates, so he's definitely choosing that he wants to expand it pretty soon. Got quite a few chrono boosts. And he doesn't have any on this gas up here. That has to be a mistake because he's easily oversaturated. Yes, he could easily have 3 of those on gas out. It has to be a misclick. And that may, because you can see right now how low he is on gas. He's got over 300 minerals. So this is definitely a mistake by Hasu's part, I have to believe. I wonder how long it's going to take him to remember that. So Hasu looks like he's going to push out. These Lings running in, going to try and do a run by right here. He's going to warp in a unit to block it off. Actually, he just warped in a pylon. He just put a pylon there. It's a complete wall off. But those Lings are going to take down that pylon very fast. He's even going to focus fire down on this pylon. He's going to have to warp in some units to deal with these Lings. He's warping in a Zealot. But that's not the unit you want to have here to deal with this. You would rather have a range unit, so he's going to try to apply some pressure here with some Stalkers and Sentries, just pick off some workers. Unfortunately for him, fortunately for HayprO, these Spine Crawlers are in the wrong position. Now while they can move up, they can uproot and move and lay down here, you can focus fire them and kill them in the time it takes. So you really have to support them with, what is this? That Zealot was having some like identity crisis going on right there, and just wanted to run in with a bunch of Lings, and the Lings didn't even notice. They're like, "Oh, what's up, dude?" And he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "Wait a second." So with some great force fields right there, hey, Hasu baiting him in there and just force field all those units in there. That was a really nice play. So he takes out the expansion, and using his force fields to great effect. And these Spine Crawlers now being pushed in. Looks like this is going to be fought off, but at what cost? We saw these Lings come in here. I'm not quite sure how many units they killed. It looks like they killed a couple of probes. Actually, it looks like all their probes are still here. He still has put none on gas, and he's got all this chrono boosting energy. And he still has not put up his expansion. He's just kind of going really heavy tier 1 5 warp gate build. He does have that 1 attack upgrade, so we saw him do this earlier in one of his matches. Go for like a 5 warp gate, 1 attack upgrade timing push. So HayprO fighting that off fairly well. If he can get this expansion up, he'll be in a good spot. He does have tech. We'll see if he goes for, actually he's going for roaches. So we have that roach warren being built down here, a little bit of a hidden spot. Pylon at the Xel'Naga tower. And HayprO does scout out that expansion. So we'll see if he's going to apply some pressure with the Lings here. Actually, he does not have enough Lings to do with that. Hasu, sensing them, is pushing back over here. Force fielding the exit. Those Lings have nowhere to go but dead. So we have a Spire being built now too. Where's that Spire at? There it is. Ooh, actually he canceled that Roach Warren and went for Spire. That may have been, he probably saw this army composition right now. That is mostly Zealots and only 3 Stalkers with 3 Sentries. He saw that and he's probably thinking, you know what? I think Muta will be better against this combination. Because, oh, finally getting back on that gas. I wonder how long it's taken him to realize that. He's full chrono boost energy. Hasu must be on, I think Hasu's on tilt after dealing with this lag early. That those Lings that got in may have done not much damage, but I think they kind of mess with Hasu's mental state at this point. So Hasu getting back in the game here, getting expansion up, throwing down some chrono boost. Looks like he's playing a little more relaxed now. He's going to probably play defensive for a while, build up his army, and get this expansion up. But actually, there's a fight going on here. Ling's trying to pick off some units. Unfortunately, not getting anything. Did do a couple damage to that pylon. They could run up there and kill that pylon very quickly. No more upgrades coming yet, as in he's almost supply blocked and he is kind of a little low on resources. So we do have mutas and the attack 1 upgrade. So we're probably going to see a lot of mutas come out. More than likely he'll take this third very soon. He's probably going to kill these rocks with these mutas. Or go scout for some pylons or maybe hidden buildings. Or he may just be rallying them over here. Yeah, he's just rallying them over here and he's going to go attack this middle line. So we'll see how many AA units Hasu can muster to fight off this attack, because there are a lot of mutas coming. And 4 more being produced, and this attack 1 upgrade is very close to being finished. So he's pushing out with his army, but the worst timing, these mutas are just going to come in and pick off all these probes as they get. I think he was transferring them, or if he's probably just running them away to save them down here to this base, as there are still resources to mine up here. He did just run away to save them. I don't think he lost a single worker, so that was very good on his part. He may have lost one. It's hard to believe these mutas didn't kill a single unit. So HayprO taking his third and then clearing out this gold to maybe take that later. So there's an observer for Hasu floating to the base, so he does see those mutas, and he sees no other tech buildings, so he can safely assume that he's going to have to deal with strictly mutas, so we'll probably see him sticking to stalkers and probably get it there as the Twilight Council. In response to those mutas, he's going to get blink for those stalkers. Definitely a must. So now working off 4 gas instead of 1. Hasu should be okay on the gas department right now. And HayprO feeling very confident taking another base. Making a lot of spine crawlers up here. He does have a lot of extra minerals because he is only buying mutalisks, so he's just spinning them on drones and spine crawlers. And of course 2 extra bases. So canceling this up here and then running away. He did see that those units coming with the circling, so he does not have map packs. He's just using that Xel'Naga tower very well. And those are actually pretty good watch posts now that I think about it, because those can let you see both of these bases here. So if you do expand here to a hidden base and you have control of this map or control of this Xel'Naga tower, you can see you can have pretty good warning that there are units going to hit that base. So we have a muta harass here in the back coming up, focus firing down on those pylons and photon cannons. He's actually going to kill. Looks like 2 probes died right there. He's going to actually get both these pylons. He's going to take one and run away. He's going to stay behind these this high grass here, just waiting for a couple units to peek through. Coming back. Not sticking around, because if he would have stuck around, he's playing smart there. Those mutas do only have 120 life, so and they regenerate very slowly, so it is very smart just to do what damage you can, run away, and take no damage rather than sticking around, killing that, and then maybe taking like 200 or 300 more damage. So he's building a lot of mutas, and we see Hasu going for the exact same response as he did last game and in previous games. He's getting Stalker and High Templar with Storm. So HayprO just doing very good harass here. These photon cannons aren't doing much at all to fight off this mass number of mutas. At this point, I think HayprO's reached critical mass with this mutas, so unless Hasu decides to lay down like 10 photon cannons, those things are not going to be very useful. All they do is slow down these mutalisks, so instead of killing maybe a pylon, they'll kill a photon cannon first, or instead of killing like a Twilight Council. Oh, he's not got blink yet. He really needs to get that as soon as possible. Looks like he's spinning his gas on High Templars instead of blink, which I guess is a pretty safe move, but considering the research time of blink with 110 seconds, it'd probably be smart just to get that started and then start massing with a bunch of High Templar. And more mutalisks coming in, just killing photon cannons, only losing 1 mutalisk, and he's probably going to kill that pylon. Now, these mutalisks maybe not doing too much damage to his economy. You know, they're just you know, he does have to pull workers off minerals whenever these mutas get near, and he's losing some pylons and photon cannons. But this offense is actually a really great defense. You know, as everybody has heard, a good offense or a good defense is a good offense. So by keeping these mutas playing aggressive, he's forcing Hasu to keep those units in his base and keep his base, you know, extremely safe, so he can just expand like crazy. He's got another expansion up. He's just going all over the place with these expansions, getting gas first. We'll probably see the same thing over here as soon as he remembers that that is finished. There he goes. Those are up. So Hasu trying to push out now, but these mutas are just going to come over here to the side, hit. He has so much energy, he needs to be chrono boosting that. So some storms go down right on top of those. Wow, those things just dropped from green to yellow. Looks like they flew back through it there actually for a second. So those High Templars, they have enough for another storm? No, they do not. So now would be actually a good time to fly in and pick those off. So pushing and killing out some more photon cannons. HayprO just generally being annoying. Whoa, that was a really good storm. You saw him drop from yellow down to orange. Oh my gosh! Wow. You can see the power of storm if landed correctly and if the Zerg player fails to micro. So his entire army just got crushed. And after seeing that Hasu is on the offensive right now,